Crypto crackheads, cryptillions, ladies and gentlemen. In this video, I'm not going to go over short-term and mid-term price action like we did in yesterday's video, which covers essentially where is price going over the next week or two and why do I think that. You can click right here if you want to check that out. This video is going to cover why I think from January 1st of 2024 to January 1st of 2025 might have the exact same price or a price within 20% of each other, essentially making a yearly or a 12-month candle close to a doji. Not quite a dragonfly, but just a nice little doji. Could be a spinning top, but one of those smush candles with whiskers on both sides. So let's go see why I think that. Let's dive in, as Bitcoin on the short-term price action is not doing jack, so we're going to do long-term. Let's get it. So January 1st happened about here on the chart. Bitcoin was roughly $45,000, $46,000. That's where the yearly candle closed. We're going to go over to this chart, go to the 12-month. I will hopefully have a clean chart. Yes, it is clean. Now, this is the yearly 12-month chart. Take a look. I think this yearly candle will pulsate down. Perhaps not as far as to retest the bottom at 15.5 or at 17 or at 16.2, but perhaps halfway down, less than halfway down, maybe hit 25K, 30K, maybe only 33, the monthly 10, but I think 33 at minimum has to be hit, 33 and 34 at the bare minimum for a pullback. And then at November, we could have it turn green again, spike up a little bit, and then land back sometime before New Year's back down. That is one way this could happen. It could pulsate down, pulsate above the open, and then close the year on December 31st, January 1st, around the time where it started. But why do I think that? So what this means is it doesn't matter when this happens necessarily for this guess, even though it would be nice to know which order. Maybe it goes up first and then pulsates down, then lands in the middle. That's okay too, but I'm just giving you my ideas. Regardless of which order it happens, this is why I think price might be almost identical from January 1st, 2024 to January 1st, 2025. I need to go to, it's this chart again. I'm going to go to something like the 2-day. Maybe, yeah, the 2-day chart is good. And if you want to try to make a chart that looks like this, if you take the time to try to replicate this with rotated rectangles, using the opacity features like this, using things like hold down control with your finger, then left click and drag to make it parallel, stuff like that. Then you put it inside of each other, go like this, all that good stuff. And again, I have tutorials within the Discord and YouTube, technical analysis here only, on how to make channels and how to set up your chart just like mine as well. So if you want to check out the YouTube community, which we have live shows, I'm going to have a live show here within about an hour. Live shows every Tuesday and Thursday at 12 p.m. noon. You can, if you can't make them, you can leave your question on the video a day before it starts, and I will timestamp the answer to it. For example, if you just want to know, hey, what's this? What are these two altcoins doing? And the links to the Discord community where we go a lot more in depth because we're live on camera, we share screens, so on and so forth. The links to that are in the description section of all my YouTube videos. Yearly candle, I feel, needs to touch, or no, price on smaller time frames needs to touch this line. I feel that way because how price right here is interacting, so right in 2023, is interacting with this 1/4 line of the mega macro Bitcoin channel. The bottom line has not been touched since Bitcoin was $2 back in, see that? $2 back in 2011. That's the last time this was hit. But here is the same line that Bitcoin got over. This is the exact same line that is macro resistance right now. And take a look at how Bitcoin got above this line. So from this low, I'm going to draw roughly a 45-degree angle. Actually, that's a lot steeper than 45, but whatever. Get the point. So that's where it should form a higher low. Now you have another higher low zone since this high has now been taken out. We can try that again. Go like I said, that's a little aggressive. I'll pull this down a little bit. something like this. And really, I should have probably put it from right there. So here's a new low, boom. And now it got above the line. So what do we see there? We don't see all higher highs and higher lows. There's a lower high, but a higher low to this one, and a higher low to that one, and a higher low to that one. All higher lows to get above that line. And for returning viewers, you know I say this all the time, but we just watched it happen. Like, this is something I say all the time that is happening. I probably say it nearly every video. The second most common way to get above a resistance is to continue with higher lows. You don't need higher highs, as opposed to having a resistance, whether it's rising or falling. So you get a price under it falling, price of trying to get above a resistance, or trying to get above a horizontal. This is the second most common way to get above resistance. So here's your resistance. You maintain higher lows. You don't need higher highs. Here's a lower high. You need higher lows. The most common way to get above is to pass it, then land on it, then get above with higher lows. Most common way to get above resistance, second most common. And third most common is kind of you hover on both sides, which we just had a great example of that in October, November of 2023. I can show you that here in a little bit if you would like. And that is by far the second most common way. Okay, that doesn't even make sense. By far maybe the most probable. Definitely maybe. No, it is the second most common way for price to get above a horizontal of any type. Or no, a resistance of any type, even an EMA. Or a fib. So what's going on here? Well, same line, exact line. It hit this line, it was $2, and it bounced off and it went up here back in 2011, 2012. So here's a low, here's a lower low. Okay, well here's a higher low to that one. That's okay. We broke higher low structure again. And that one was on the weekly, but it was a bear trap, Tim. Oh, we're going up. But now we came up short of this line, and we have two significant lower lows. That is not how you get over a resistance, especially if it's a rising resistance. That is just not how it works. I would be exceptionally surprised if Bitcoin can get above this line without touching this line. And that's why I think the yearly is going to be close to a doji, because check this out. I'm going to mark off December 31st or December 30th. Check it out. I don't know if it's going to be hitting the line exactly, but so that's a little low. So maybe it already hit the line and bounced. Okay, 45, 46 is where the year started, remember? Boom. So let's say price comes down here, hits it at 33, starts really recovering. That doesn't look like, yeah. So, really recovering. And at January 1st, it's right at 46K. So I think the year will be mostly sideways, down, a little bit of oscillation, and then is trying to form that higher low to get over the horizontal around the new year. And we could have a very, very, very majestic 2025 if that were to happen, because it would be so explosive. It would be so explosive. And check out how Bitcoin got above here. V-shaped correction, then landed it. Look, got above and stuck its landing, higher low, there you go. That's the most common way. First push above, then stick the landing. Look at all these major lines. Bitcoin interacted in a bullish way when it got back above. Look at all this, how it got out of this blue zone. Higher lows. Look, this was a lower low because that was the double bottom. Then zoom back in, hit the top, boom. Higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low in this blue zone. And it's using it as support, not resistance. Not like this, not higher low, higher low, higher low to get above it. That was staying in it. And that's just a bullish posture. So no other time in Bitcoin history has it behaved like this and gotten above the line. And this is your super macro mega Bitcoin channel. You can pause this and try to replicate this if you'd like, right here, right now. And again, returning viewers, do me a favor, hit the like button and leave a quick comment for the algo on your way out. New viewers, I hope you liked what you saw. If you think I could do something a little bit better, be more clear, let me know down below. I can only improve if I know something's slightly broken and I can fix it. We'll see you later. You got Timified Worldwide.